Hello friends, here we are at the very end of our journey. I can't believe we're here. It's shocking. I mean, we started this Let's Play, oh my god, so long ago. I want to say October, maybe November of last year. And now here we are, it's June. When I first started this, I didn't know how to do a Let's Play. I just figured I'd give it a shot. I didn't have a very good microphone. I didn't have a very good webcam. I didn't have hardly anything. And over the course of making this Let's Play, I've upgraded everything, basically. I've gone from, not knowing what I'm doing at all to kind of feeling like I've got a handle on some things, but then sometimes not. Still, I still have a long way to go before I'm great at this, but man, do I have a good time, and I've just been so fortunate that there have been people who want to take this journey with me, and even though this one's over, I hope to see my friends who've been watching this on other Let's Plays in the future. Please come in and say hi to me on Twitch someday. I'd love to say hello to you, for real. Just tell me that you're one of the ones who did Cinderella Phenomenon with me, and I'll know you're OG. But anyway, I'm so excited to see what happens next, and without further ado, for the very last time, let's get crackin'. Chapter 10, The Brightest Star. When I enter the room, Mother is the first person I see. She is sitting so regally on the throne, but as I draw closer, I notice how pale she has become since I last saw her. My gaze shifts to Waltz, who is kneeling beside her like a loyal servant, a rope of light binding him in place. Waltz! April, you shouldn't have come here. Mother flicks her wrist, tightening Waltz's bounds. Hush now. My mind is racing as I desperately try to conjure a plan. If Waltz has yet to escape, it must be because his bindings are stopping him from using his magic. If I can just break Mother's concentration, perhaps I can free him. But how do I do that? A terrible pain travels through my chest and makes my heart throb. I put a hand to my chest and grimace. It feels as if some part of me has suddenly been severed. This feeling, could it be that the shield I built around the palace has been destroyed? Oh, it seems like we have visitors. Visitors! Oh no. Delora and Parfait! The door flies open and Parfait suddenly walks in, face stern. Delora strides in beside her. Why are you here? Everyone outside is safe. Garland, Jurian, and Karma are doing their best to evacuate them to their homes. They will be safer there. And then there's you. You did a very foolish thing, striding in here on your own. Delora, tell me off. I deserve it. Ah, how sad. I had expected there to be more reinforcements, but it's just you two. We don't need an army to stop you, Hildeer. Mother's lips curl into a tight frown. Bold words. But might I remind you that I am the one with the hostage? If I see any of you move a finger, I will end this boy's life. Mother turns to me once again and snickers. And I'm pretty sure my daughter here wouldn't like that. Would you, love? I hate her so much. My eyes meet Waltz's. He shakes his head at me, eyes gleaming with insistence. No doubt he'd want to put myself over him, but I came here to save him. Hey, he'd want you to put yourself over him? Ignore me. No matter how much I try to think myself out of this, it seems impossible. In the end, I am still weak. I am still useless. Now, where were we? April, oh my god. Where did Delora's voice go? April, don't do what she says. Oh no. The rest of Delora's words become muffled when Mother flicks her wrist and causes a glass wall to rise between us. Hildeer. Delora's voice sounds as if it is echoing from far away. Quiet. Parfait holds up her hand and magic begins to sparkle at her fingertips. Before she can form any sort of spell, Mother twirls her fingers and tightens Waltz's magic bindings. Waltz cries out in pain as he collapses to the floor. Waltz!
Hildir, please stop this.
Parfait approaches the glass wall and places a palm on top of it.
Are you not growing tired of this, Hildir? The humans have already suffered so much for what they have done in the past. Is that still not enough?
Humans are fickle creatures, and that is why they cannot be trusted. Nothing can ever change how I perceive them anymore, Fate. Oh, Mom. There is a shadow of sadness on Mother's face, but it is only momentary. I cherished the humans, even respected them, yet they destroyed my kind out of fear for some silly story. If it had not been for the human bard, it would never have come to this.
Hans already paid dearly for his mistakes when a witch murdered him. But you know just as well as I that he was trying to mend his mistakes.
Mother stomps her feet on the floor with a scowl. His death has changed nothing.
Hildir.
Silence, Faye. You will never understand the feeling of being feared and hated. Mother turns to me again, her eyes cold. Now, are you ready to return what is rightfully mine, April? I look at Parfait and Delora, then at Waltz. I cannot give my powers back to Mother, not when I know what she will do once she is the Tenebra room bearer again. Well, what did you think was going to happen, Princess? What exactly did you think was going to happen? But I cannot let her kill Waltz either. If these fools here had not changed you, I would have had no qualms about letting you remain the Tenebra room bearer. I raised you to be the perfect queen. All that I did to prepare you for the crown. Mother knows best. Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there. Mother, that's it. If I can pretend that I am on her side, then maybe I can buy enough time to save Waltz. Maybe Parfait will come up with an idea. I glance at Waltz. My heart aches when our gazes meet once again. Forgive me, Waltz, but this is the only plan I have right now. I take a deep breath as I face Mother once again. You are right. I should have listened to you. Act your way out of this. Act your way out of this. I want to go back to the way we were, Mother. What are you doing? April. I ignore Waltz and Delora's voices and focus only on Mother. You have always been right, Mother. I remember the disdained looks the people gave me earlier. Even if after I saved everyone, they still wished I would die. I was so scared. Yes, now you see. I only wanted to protect you from those cruel humans, my daughter. You kept me away from everyone. I was alone. I am sorry, Mother. I am really sorry. I am sorry, but you need to go back to sleep forever. Only then do I realize that I am crying. Not because I need her forgiveness, but because there is no helping her. The only way to help my mother is to make her disappear. She cannot be saved anymore. I just wanted to be loved and accepted. Mother stands up from the throne and slowly walks toward me, her arms spread. And in my arms, you will always be.
April, the merchant accepted you for who you are.
No. You were all forced to accept me because you knew what would happen if I stayed the way I was. You were afraid that I would end up like Mother.
April.
You were right. I am like my mother. We are related by blood, after all. You're right, April. You are sweet and perfect and wonderfully obedient, as any daughter ought to be. I was blinded by the merchant's lies once, but I now realize that no one loves me like you do, Mother. April. The pain in Waltz's voice is unbearable, but I do not look at him. I do not flinch away when Mother stops in front of me and wraps her arms around me. Gone is the warmth I thought I felt whenever she hugged me. Right now, Mother's embrace is cold as ice. Will you still accept me, Mother? Of course, April. I love this. This is like the culmination of all of the princesses' character development, just all coming together. When Mother pulls back, the smile on her face is bright and beautiful. This is how I remember her, filled with love for me. I knew you would return to me. There are so many things I planned for the two of us, but you need to prove yourself worthy of my love and trust once more. What? Mother's eyes gleam. Prove to me that you choose me, my darling. Mother turns around and gestures to Waltz. Kill the traitor. My heart sinks. This wasn't part of the plan. What should I do now? I know that one offensive spell, but I do not want to hurt Waltz. But you haven't perfected it yet. But what you can do is enough to hurt and paralyze your enemy for a short time. I can pretend to cast it on Waltz and direct it at Mother. Waltz told me before that it is impossible to cast 2 shields at the same time. Mother already has 1 shield up, so she cannot cast another shield on herself unless she dispels the first. But with the two of us being so close, I am likely to hurt myself as well. I close my eyes, mind set. This is not the time to worry about myself. I just have to hope that this opening is big enough to give everyone the opportunity that they need. For you, Mother, I will do anything. I extend my hand and allow the energy to gather in my fingertips. Okay. Impressive that you were able to learn this deadly and painful magic in such a short span of time. This spell will be a befitting end for the traitor.
April, don't!
Oh. Don't worry, guys. It's an act. I'm pretending. Parfait attempts to break down the glass wall separating us with a spell, but it only cracks the surface. By the time you destroy that wall, it will be too late, Faye. You can't do this, April. Delora has now joined Parfait in trying to destroy the wall that Mother has built. I ignore them and focus back on my spell until I feel the familiar current of energy pulsate in my arms. It is ready. Now say goodbye to that traitor. Goodbye. I hold out my hand to Mother, just as I release the energy. Mother. I do not give Mother any time to react. The electricity crackles in the air just as the spell makes contact with her body. Because we are so close to each other, I too feel the impact of the electricity as it trickles through me. I collapse on the ground, tears in my eyes. It hurts so much. April. How could you do this, April? I blink away my tears to see Mother lying on the floor opposite me, her face filled with rage as she looks at me. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice that the glass wall has disappeared, and Waltz is already on his way toward me. The bindings of light are gone. Waltz lifts me up and then moves to one of the corners of the room. The sensation of pain spreading throughout my body is like being pricked with hundreds of needles. Waltz tucks my hair back, his features creased with worry. Parfait walks to where Mother is and casts a binding spell around her while Delora rushes to my side. That was a dangerous stunt you pulled, April. It was the only thing I could think of. I blink away tears as I feel another fit of pain. This is all I could manage. April, hang in there. I look at Parfait with pleading eyes. Parfait, please end this. Please save Mother from herself. Parfait slowly stands and walks toward Mother. Why am I crying over her? She's bad. I was the only one who truly loved you, April. Yet you did this to me. Do you really think these fools care about you as much as I did? No, you are wrong. I had people who loved me, but you took them away from me. I refuse to let you steal away any more of them. Parfait stretches out her hand. Her whole body begins to emit a soft glow.
I wish it didn't have to end this way, Hildeer.
You are making a big mistake protecting the humans who destroyed my kind, Faye.
You are no different from those humans, Hildeer. Violence does not beget more violence.
Wait, what? I can feel the tears on my cheeks as I look at Mother's still form. April, you don't have to see this. But Waltz puts a hand over my eyes, blinding me. You've already seen enough darkness. I can feel an explosion of energy around me. A chilling current runs through the air, carrying Mother's scream to my ears. A soft energy begins to flow through my body. Mother's power from the Tenebrarum. Mother is gone. When Waltz draws his hand away, and I'm able to glance at where Mother was just moments ago, there is nothing but specks of silver dust. Parfait stands over the ashes, crying. I'm so sorry. Another shockwave of pain courses through my body. This time I feel it attack my consciousness. I feel myself fading away. April, let me sleep, just for a little while. One day, you will become a queen, my love.
Just like Mother?
Yes, just like me.
Will you be there when I become queen?
Of course. I will always be by your side.
Forever?
Forever.
I love you, Mother.
Oh. I love you too, April. Oh my God, rip my heart, why don't you? Rip out my heart and just stomp on it. Break it to a million pieces. When I open my eyes, the first thing I see is Waltz. He is leaning over me, anxiety clearly etched onto his face. Waltz, thank goodness you're finally awake. I slowly inspect my surroundings, only to realize that I am back in my old room at the March-In. I try to remember how I got here, but my memories are hazy. What happened? You passed out and have been sleeping for 3 days. 3 days? I push myself up on the bed and wince. My body is unusually heavy. Waltz places his hands on my shoulders and gently eases me back onto the pillows. You're still weak. You need to rest more. I close my eyes and try to remember what happened. That's right. I was trying to save Waltz from Mother. Parfait and Delora came to save us, and then... It is over. I open my eyes and stare at Waltz. Right? Waltz reaches for my hand, smiling as he gently squeezes it. Yes. My vision blurs as tears begin to sting my eyes. I hope Mother is in a better place now. A place where she doesn't have to suffer anymore. Waltz leans over and kisses my forehead. I'm sure she is. Waltz begins to fill me in on the details of everything that transpired after I passed out. Alcaster was officially declared dead. At first there was a commotion as the people considered what Mother would do now that she wore the crown. Their worries only stopped when they found out Mother was truly gone. Fritz was locked up on account of being a possible danger to everyone. Everyone has been waiting for a verdict from me to decide what to do with him. I fall asleep not long after Waltz's explanation. Oh my gosh. When I open my eyes again, I am alone in my room. I shiver as I sit up, head foggy. I rub my hands over my arms in an attempt to will away some of the cold. Something feels off. I slowly step out of bed and begin to head for the door, but before I even lay my hand on the knob, the door opens on its own.
Oh, you're finally awake. Parfait! I don't think you should be up and about right now. You should still be resting.
Parfait leads me back to the bed.
How are you feeling?
I look at Parfait's face and realize how paper white her skin has become. The circles under her eyes are even darker than they were before. Tired, but I will be fine. But you do not look well.
I will be fine. I wanted to talk to you today if you're feeling up to listening. Yes, Parfait.
What is this all about?
I wanted to apologize for forcing you to shoulder the heavy burden caused by our mistakes, both Hildir's and mine. Back then, I did not have the heart to stop Hildir. If I had only defeated her then, none of this would have happened. Parfait reaches out and cups my face in her hands. Your dedication and kindness saved us all, April. The future will be brighter with you as the Tenebrarum's bearer.
But what if I become corrupted by the darkness? What if... Parfait places a finger on my lips and smiles.
No, you are different, April. Unlike Hildir, you are surrounded by people who love you. Those people are filled with light. Light that will drive away whatever darkness invades your heart. That's why I know you'll be alright.
Parfait smiles at me gently. It is a beautiful, shining smile. One that glows bright, even as I begin to notice that the rest of Parfait's body is fading. No, Parfait! Parfait, your body is... Who's her heir? I mean, if I'm the Tenebrarum bearer, and she's the Lucius bearer, who becomes the Lucius bearer after she disappears? Parfait's smile becomes melancholy.
I thought I would start to disappear soon.
My heart aches as I hold tight to Parfait's arm with shaking hands. What are you saying?
Fairies and witches do not age physically and live longer, but that does not mean we are perfectly immortal. The body can only take so much damage before it finally withers away.
But you cannot disappear. You said before you had no heir. I forgot about that.
Because that is what I wanted everyone to believe. Don't worry, April. When I'm gone, one of my relatives will take over the responsibilities of bearer.
Tears well up in my eyes as I stare at Parfait. I have already lost too many people, Parfait. I cannot lose you too. We were going to work together to bring back the balance between the crystals. You still have so much to teach me.
I'm sorry, April. I would have loved to stay with you a bit longer, but my time here is up.
Parfait continues to grow more translucent, even as my hands slip through her arms. I try to grab for her again, but I can no longer touch her. Parfait!
I already said my farewells to everyone else earlier.
You are the last and most important person I must say goodbye to.
Thank you for putting everything to rest, April.
Parfait closes her eyes, her lips still curled into a gentle smile, even as she begins to fade into pure light. Parfait, no! I reach for her again, but when I pull my hands back, they are covered in golden dust. The gentle dust floats in the air before me, where Parfait was moments ago.
Be strong and be kind, April.
A few days after Parfait's passing, I went back to my training. My goal was to expel everyone's fairy tale curses once and for all. After more than a week of intensive training with Waltz and Delora, I'm able to completely dispel the fairy tale curse from the crystal in Tenebrarum. Now the fairy tale curse is non-existent and cannot be cast again in Angiel. This is only one of the first steps I take in dismantling all of the damage Mother has done, but it is a step forward. And now, with that done, I feel it is time to return to the palace. As the only blood heir to the throne, I have a responsibility to uphold and a promise to fulfill. Ophelia, Rod, and Emmeline returned to the palace a couple days ago. Jurian and Garland went with them so that they could act as security. Fritz has been pardoned and now resumes his duties at the palace, only is no longer my personal knight. I opted to stay behind so I could spend one last day with everyone in the tavern. Now as I stand here in the tavern, I realize how many friends I have made over the last few months. Never thought I would be so sad to part from all these people, but now that everything is back to normal, we have no reason to stay in the marching together day in and out. Anise, are you sure you do not want to try working in the palace again? You would make a wonderful royal chef.
Thank you so much for the offer, Princess, but as much as I love to cook, I think I prefer working more with medicine. I would like to train under Chevalier so that I can one day become a doctor.
I look at Rumpel, Chevalier, as he flashes a smile at me. When his curse was dispelled and he remembered his real name, Chevalier, it had been difficult to get used to it. Not only that, but his personality had mellowed somewhat. Take good care of Anise. I hope they get together. But of course. And I hope next time we meet you will not try to flirt with me. Chevalier snorts and crosses his arms, but I see a hint of mischief as he smiles. I'll try my best, though I make no promises. I roll my eyes at him, and he responds with an easy laugh. I, too, am soon laughing along with him. Ah, a laughing princess. What a sight for sore eyes. This will definitely take some getting used to. I scowl at him. Seeing you in men's clothing will take some getting used to as well. Well, try your best not to fall for my handsome face. Oh, Karma, I love you. Right. So what are you planning to do? Karma looks away and rubs the back of his neck. Well, I'll go back to my kingdom and hope that I don't find my name on a gravestone. Either way, I have a lot of explaining to do.
Delora, where will you go now?
Well, for starters, I plan on talking to all the good witches I know who are still in hiding. I'm sure they'll be happy to know that they can finally come back to Angiel. They'll be even happier to know we have a capable bearer. Yay! Delora approves of me!
Bearer. My heart sinks as I remember Parfait.
If she were still here, she would be talking about how we both need to do our best to maintain the balance between the crystals.
What if I fail at being a capable bearer?
Impossible. Especially with Waltz there by your side. Oh, but speaking of which, where is Waltz?
All of us glance around the circle. He left so quietly, none of us had even realized. I'll go look for him. I move first to the forest, feeling that he might be in there seeking some kind of quiet solace. Sure enough, I find him there staring up at the sky with his eyes full of melancholy. Waltz? Oh, hi there, little star. Are we leaving now? We will be leaving soon. You suddenly disappeared, so I came to look for you. Waltz's lips tug into a smile tinged with sadness. Sorry, I just thought the sky was so clear today. I had to come out and marvel at it.
That is not a very convincing lie.
Waltz looks up again, his smile slipping. Waltz, are you all right? Really, all right? I'm a little sad. Sad? Hildir killed my family when I was still young. I've been yearning to be a part of a family again ever since then. When we became friends so long ago, you were the closest thing to a family I had. When we were pulled apart, I met Lady Parfait and was accepted at the Margin. Now that it's time to leave everyone, I realize how sad I am. I've lived here since I was first cursed. Everyone in the Margin has become my family. I move to stand beside him, then reach out to take his hand. His fingers weave their way through mine. I owe Lady Parfait so much. She gave me a family and reunited us. I owe her a lot too. Waltz turns to me and smiles. Sorry if I worried you. Shall we go to the palace now?
The palace? Not before you say your own goodbyes.
I was planning on it. I just had to compose myself out here first. Compose? It's hard to imagine Waltz in tears. Well then, we will say our goodbyes and then you can open one of your portals. How about we walk to the palace? I shrink back at his suggestion. Why? You know how much the townspeople despise me. I know it is important that I build a relationship with them before I become their new queen, but I do not think I am ready for that yet. Waltz's smile is reassuring. Oh, but I have something important to show you in town. Something important? You'll see when we get there. But Waltz brings my hand to his lips and kisses my knuckles. I'll be by your side, little star, so there's nothing to fear. I stare at Waltz for a few moments before finally nodding my head. Okay. Aww. We return to the Marchen temporarily to say our final farewells. After that, Waltz and I walk into town in silence. I am in awe as we enter the plaza. I notice immediately that something is different. There are lily decorations hanging all around the square and through the streets.
I wonder why all these lilies are here. 'Cause it's your favorite flower. The people in the immediate vicinity turn to look at me, their conversation going silent as they notice me. It is as I thought. Of course they still fear me. No, they don't.
Big sister!
I turn at the sound of the voice and notice one of the little girls that I played with once before running toward us. She almost makes it to us before a woman I assume to be her mother pulls her back. I am surprised when the mother hands her daughter a bouquet of lilies and whispers something to her before releasing her. The little girl nods before running up to me. I bend down so that we are at eye level, and I am shocked when she suddenly throws her arms around my neck.
Thank you, big sister!
The girl pulls back and hands me the bouquet of lilies.
My mama says thank you as well.
I stare at her, still baffled, before glancing at her mother. The woman nods to me, then dips into a soft bow. I take the bouquet from the girl and stand up. I can only stare on, still shocked as more townspeople approach me with lilies in their hands. Waltz, what is going on?
This is what I wanted to show you.
What?
The townspeople have been planning this for days. They asked me to make sure you pass through town on this day so that they could give you their message.
Message. I turn back to the people gathered around me and notice that they are still holding the flowers with bright smiles on their faces. Guys, my cheeks hurt from smiling so big. The silence is gone, replaced by excited chattering and bright laughter. On the count of 3. He starts counting, and at the end of his countdown, the townsfolk throw the flowers up into the air. The delicate petals flutter down on Waltz and I, showering us in a gentle color. Then all at once they begin to say the same phrase, their voices mingling to create the most harmonious and overwhelming greeting I have ever received. Thank you. You risked your life to save all of us despite how we treated you. We misjudged you, Your Highness. Please forgive us. We knew we had to give you a grand thank you for all you've done for us, so we planned this. So the lily decorations? They're a celebration of you, the soon-to-be queen. I feel the tears gathering in my eyes, and I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. Yeah, me too, girl. Me too. But there is nothing to apologize for. I was the one at fault. We judged you harshly. We had no right to. The past doesn't matter anymore. We've all decided to change for the better. From now on, you'll have our full cooperation. Just as we helped the previous king, so too shall we help you, Your Highness. Everyone, thank you. I will do my best to continue the reign of peace my father started. The people's eyes are filled with hope as they hand over lily bouquets. My hands are quickly filled, and Waltz end up having to take the majority of them. We continue toward the palace, the crowd cheering behind us. Oh, look at us! Oh my god. It has been 2 months since I returned to the palace. Since then, I have been working non-stop so that I can better familiarize myself with running a kingdom. Give me a sip of tea. I need to recover. I have been studying day and night, trying to broaden my knowledge of the kingdom. I've had help from many people, and I've come a long way. Today, I was officially crowned the new Queen of Angiel. My determination has only grown since then. I've been trying to take my responsibilities as seriously as I possibly can. But for the time being, I have space to breathe. A dinner celebration has been planned for tonight, and I am on my way to my room to prepare. Look at you, you're so beautiful. Everyone will be there. I can't wait to see them again. April! I turn to see Emmeline running toward me. I notice that Rod is trailing behind her. What's the matter? You seem to be in a hurry. What's the matter? The party is in a few hours and you are still not dressed. Am I not? That's not my dress I'm wearing to the party. Oh wait, I forgot. This isn't so dire a circumstance. It has been months, but it is still so strange to hear Rod's voice actually coming from his own mouth.
Please calm down, Emmeline.
Even though Rod has his voice back, he still keeps Sebi with him. The stuffed rabbit sometimes throws little comments in here and there. Aww. Oh my goodness. But it is. This event is very important. It will not take me 2 hours to prepare, Emmeline. But it might. You're the queen now, and you must look regal tonight. I raise an eyebrow at her. 2 hours is a little excessive, and I am not planning to do anything overly special tonight. But don't you want to at least look pretty for Waltz? Oh! I mean, I'm pretty already. What are you trying to say? What are you talking about? Oh my god, she's red. Mother and I want to make you shine so bright, Waltz won't be able to take his eyes off you. Emmeline. I won't take no for an answer this time. She turns to Rod with a mischievous grin. We'll be done soon. I'll see you later, Rod. Without waiting for my reply, Emmeline grabs my hands and pulls me into my room. And with that, I am done. Oh my god, I've got a new family. I'm so happy. I cannot believe it took so long just to put on makeup. I did not think making myself up like this would be enjoyable, but doing this with Ophelia and Emmeline was fun. You look so beautiful, April. You really do look the part of a queen. Isn't this too much? Not at all. You should take pride in doing yourself up like this sometimes. You have a lovely face, April. If you insist. Now that we've helped you, we need to help ourselves. The celebration is just around the corner. We'll see you later, dear. Aw, but you both look beautiful just the way you are. Ophelia, Em, they both stop right in front of the door. Thank you for everything. Of course. This is what families do, April. The two smile at me one last time before they exit the room. I stand up and head for the balcony. The cool air is refreshing on my skin. Father, if you had also been here, tonight would have been perfect. Oh. April, come in. There he is. I've come to let you know that everyone has arrived early. Waltz comes to an abrupt stop when he sees me. He openly stares at me, mouth slightly opened in awe. Oh, my face warms up. What? Waltz turns his face away, his face deep red. You look beautiful tonight. Thank you. A gentle smile forms on Waltz's lips as he approaches. He stops in front of me, gently tracing my cheek with one of his fingers. His touch leaves a trail of warmth on my cool skin. My star is shining brighter tonight. Waltz holds out his hand. May I have this dance, my lady? I cannot help but giggle as I place my hand in his. Before the dance even starts, Waltz has suddenly wrapped an arm around my waist. He tilts me downward with a smile. Oh, look at us. We're so gorgeous. Waltz. Waltz draws closer to me, his lips pulling up into a mischievous smile. I'm lucky to be the first man to see you tonight, but I don't like the idea of other men seeing you as you are. I'm going to be awfully jealous. I give him a teasing smile. Are you worried that someone will take me away from you? Not really. Should I be? You know my feelings for you will never change. And you know that I will always love you, no matter what. The two of us are frozen in time. I feel I could stand here looking into Waltz's eyes like this forever. I love you, April. I love you too, Waltz. Aww, so beautiful. And that's the end. Oh my gosh, what a perfect ending. Oh, I'm so glad I did it in this order. This is the perfect ending. The way they go through all the characters. You get a nice little cap off on all of them. Oh my god. Waltz, look at you, you little boy. It was so perfectly done. I really did love this path. It was such a perfect ending. Oh my goodness. Yet again, thank you guys so much for joining me on all of these different journeys that we've taken. I really have enjoyed this game. I'm really sad to see it end. Oh, look at him using his magic. Oh my goodness. It's so gorgeous. Oh, I really, really did love this game. And Waltz, I definitely think was my favorite. I think it would be, yeah, Waltz is my favorite. Oh, look. So, my God. Look at us. We're so cute together. Oh my God, I loved this part. This was so gorgeous. Oh. Hello, Waltz. Thank you so much for all your help. Oh, kissing my hand. Oh. Come and stay with me tonight. We will wait until midnight strikes, then we can run away. Oh, all the pain and sadness that you feel. Oh my goodness, guys. This was so wonderful. I loved this so much. Thank you again for joining me. And, oh God, I hope I get to see you again in another series soon. Thank you guys so much. Oh, it's breaking my heart. I'll see you all next time. Bye. What? Ooh! Ooh! More stuff! Once upon a time, there was a princess. She was known as the Ice Princess, named for her frigid heart and unyielding something something. The princess shunned all those who sought to help her. She was scared to go out into the world, so she locked herself up in her castle. Then one day, the Ice Princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As the princess struggled to come to terms with her new life, she met a very special man. The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals. In the end, they emerged victorious. The special man thawed the princess's ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. The two vowed to love each other for the rest of time. They lived happily ever after. Aww. Oh. But what happens after happily ever after? I don't know. Are you ready to go, April? Voice. I'm coming. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry for keeping you waiting. You're so gorgeous. Look at you. Now, shall we go? Oh my God. Oh my God. What a beautiful ending. Oh. I'm overcome. That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Oh, everyone. Oh my God, and look, I got his portrait up there. You're so gorgeous, Waltz. Oh my goodness. Like I said before, a million times, I apologize for saying this over and over. Thank you all so much for going on this journey with me. I hope to see you again soon.